I already got it preset into the phone so I can get in right away.
Yeah, it just automatically dials this line, right? Yeah.
How you doing?
Okay. How's the traffic?
Not too bad.
Good.
Pretty clear.
Good.
Listen, have you heard anything about the gift certificates from Richie's?
Oh, is there still a problem with that?
Yeah.
What happened?
I still haven't received anything.
You still haven't? Oh, boy, because we had someone call us like a week ago, and they're good people, and they said they would check on it, you know.
Yeah.
So I'll mention it to them. It'll give me an excuse to go see Sheila. I haven't seen those guys since I've been back from vacation.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'll check on it for you.
Thanks, Glenn.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Hallandale?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Bert.
Hey.
Listen, 45 minutes on hold is ridiculous.
You know, it is ridiculous. What can I tell you, man? You know?
Wonder people are chronics.
I'm trying to hold it down best I can. You know, I can only do so much. It's like, you know, I feel like a dam sometimes with the water just coming over. I'll do the best I can, okay?
Yeah, was that Walsh from Wings Plus bring them into you?
He didn't say. Yeah.
Have you that guy?
Yeah.
Can I call him a douchebag?
Go ahead.
Hey, Walsh, you're a douchebag.
All right.
Okay? Hey, you do a great job in management. They're douchebags, too.
Thank you, sir.
Talk to you later, buddy.
So glad when they say that because it gets them so upset around here. Fort Lauderdale in a car.
Hi, Bud.
Hey.
How you doing today?
Okay, how are you?
Good. I just want to let you know about the traffic. I'm northbound on 95, but I was heading down to South Miami this morning on 95, and it was brutal.
Oh, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's not too bad coming back, so Neil should be heading that way with no problem.
Oh, good. I'm worried about him. You know, he lives in Plantation, and I think it was downtown Miami he had to go to. I believe he said so. And of course, we didn't know about the rain.
Oh, it was brutal this morning. How come no one ever wants to, like, accelerate when it rains?
You know, they're
it's
just...
a dead stop.
I can't understand it. And like, half my trip in this morning, it wasn't even raining. It was just a wet road. And they're just petrified. I don't get it.
I don't understand. If they were just like, move along.
Everything's fine.
Everything would be fine.
And when it was raining, it's just like a little light shower, you know, just like a real gentle shower. And they're just like shaking in their boots.
I know. It's incredible.
Like they think it's going to damage the car or something. Kids, it's just water.
That's right. Have a clue.
Come on. But
Get alive.
It's better now, right?
Right.
Okay, thanks for calling.
Hey, Bert, can I just say one thing?
Go.
Billy Peck's a douchebag.
Wow.
You can work in any station. They would love to have you. They would kiss your butt to have you on any station down here, and you know it.
Boy, I love when people says this, because this really frosts management's ass when somebody says something like this.
like now that you've got a following for yourself, you can go anywhere and get on the air just like that, man. They'll knock somebody else off to put you on. You can take Liz Wilde's job.
Oh, my God. I like the name.
You ought to hear some of that stuff, man. That guy was right, man.
Yeah, I never listened to She.
They're making her out to be some kind of radio slut is what it is.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know if they're making her say that stuff or not, but it sounds pretty disgusting to me.
Well, they're probably encouraging her.
Yeah, probably.
Probably telling her to go be dirty.
You ought to hear some of the stuff. You wouldn't believe it. It's like she said something about she's got the hardest you-know-whats in radio.
Really?
Yeah.
My, oh, my, oh, my.
Live from some club I was listening to, you know, she was announcing the band. She goes, Liz Wilde here with the, just some of the things are just unbelievable. I mean,
yeah. I'm going to have to check this out. Turn it up real loud.
Oh, by the way, this is Ron at the music store, the guy that's crazy about Penny Daniels, you know.
Oh, Ron. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
Now, is there anybody else you have? Now, tell me while you're on the phone, before you run, Ron. Now, you got this crush on Penny Daniels.
Right.
What about Giselle Fernandez?
She's nice.
On Channel 6.
She's nice.
She's cute, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
I like Phoebe too, but there's something about Penny Daniels, the way she does the news.
Huh.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. So she's not like gorgeous or anything. Like Neil ripped me yesterday for it, or the other day.
Is it her intelligence or something?
Yeah, it's like and she's got a great walk too. I've seen her walk before.
She's got a great walk.
Yeah. You should see her from the backside.
Now, don't you think Giselle Fernandez is real cute? Not cute, real cute.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And I like Phoebe Cates, too.
All right.
I like to watch it over and over again with my VCR and pause when she takes her shirt off in that movie.
See you, Ron.
Bye.
Okay. Now, can I move line 6 up to the, before we take the break? Because line 6, they have on the list here, they have, boy, I tell you, when Bill Mullen comes in here, you know Neil's not here. Unbelievable.
Hi, Neil. How's it going? Good luck today, pal.
When Bill Mullen comes in here to eat, boy, I tell you, this is quite a day. I told you this was an incredible Friday we got going here. Now, I want to talk to Line 6 because they have all the cities on the list here, and Nick has typed up Line 6 as chronic. So let's see what we find here. Hello?
Glenn,
Yeah.
this is Chronic Dial Dummy from the Ranieri Show.
Crocodile Dummy.
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 Well, you're not chronic on this show.
No, but, well, anyhow, I wanted to say, anyone thinks they can just walk in there off the street and do those kind of shows.
You've done it.
Well, yeah, but it's not as easy as people like to think it might be.
I know.
You run out of things to say.
No kidding.
They keep talking. Well, I think you're doing all right.
Now, see, this is somebody it's real different when you've done it, isn't
And
it?
we have 5 people in there, so
Yeah.
if you ran out of something to say, hopefully the one next to you would say something.
Hopefully.
Yeah. But anyhow...
Well, they're going to learn real quick, Crocodile Dummy, I think.
Dummy.
Dummy. They'll find out.
And also...
Just like you did.
I'd like to say thanks for everything from Yolanda. She's a real fantastic lady there at
She
that
sure
radio
is.
station.
Yeah, we're sure going to miss her. It won't be the same.
Well, you're doing a great job, Glenn.
Thanks, pal.
All right, good day.
Okay. All right. Okay. Can we take a break now? We'll try to get it back together. And let's do this. We'll be right back.
I'm a Cub fan and a Bud man, and I trust you are too.
Well, that should give him an indication there's a little change in the parade here today. You think that is a little hint to the audience that maybe there's a change? Anyway, thanks to the Bird for filling in and ripping management again, and they want to talk to you about it when you get off the air. Anyway, it's 12:28.
Just
Johnny
happened.
Dark. You see, you don't listen. Johnny Dark got, what's his name? Super Dave fired at Y100.
Yeah.
Now he's going to get your ass fired, okay?
I told people not to get me started. I said, don't
Who do you
get
think
me
you
started.
are, Steve Kane?
I know.
I heard that contrived crap yesterday about Rick Weaver and about Hank Goldberg, and they're picking on Steve and all that. Come on, Steve, give it a rest already, will you? Who are you kidding?
It was incredible.
He was so upset, wasn't he?
Oh, never seen him like that.
And then
never
all
heard
those
him
butt
like that.
kissers they call. See, the actual truth on the Steve and Hank thing is that they're both full of crap, okay? If you want to know the truth, they're both full of it. So the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Anyway, have we got a cup in there by any chance, Nick? Do we have any cups? Because I want to thank Wings Plus for having the food all ready for when I came in. Boy, we heard you guys say you were begging for people to come in and eat it. And I said to Norm, I said, you better step on the gas and get over there or there's going to be nothing left.
Well, there's hardly anybody in the building. He
Yeah.
walked down.
Well, that's all right. You better govern yourself accordingly in the future.
Wow.
Anyway, I was in court this morning, and all I will say is that we came out very well.
Good.
And the judge issued a restraining order against Jack Thompson from coming within 500 yards of me, this radio station while I'm here, my home, my person, etc., which we feel is probably best for safety's sake. And we also agreed to give a mutual consent that I'm not going to come near him either within 500 yards, which I never have and have no desire to. But anyway, it turned out it was very interesting, and we all governed ourselves accordingly. Thank you very much. Nice to see Cheryl in here eating the food this morning. That's very kind of you. 29 minutes, and you'll never guess who I ran into in front of the building this morning when I was waiting for my ride, for my chauffeur limo. Sally Fitz.
What? What? In front of what building? This building?
In front of this building.
Oh,
and I said, Sally, would you park on your own spots over there and get the hell out of here?
I've never
No, she's
seen
very nice.
Yeah.
And she said, do you really think I'm as bad as you say on the air? And I said, not only that. No, I said, not really. I said, but your name is so conducive. I said, Sally gives me fits. How could I pass up on it? I said, it's just a radio show. She says, I don't like it. But, I mean, she was... I think I got the message across to her that we rip everybody on this show. But she's very nice.
Boy, do we
very
ever.
pleasant.
I've never seen her. Never met her.
No, she really is. I mean, you can't make a total judgment on somebody in a 5-minute conversation. But I found her to be very pleasant. I'm not going to say she's great on the air, but... because she's not.
No.
No, but if I said she's great on the air, she might send me the nice plant. I said, if I say something, I said, will you send me a plant like Jane Aker did? And I explained to her the whole thing about Jane. All I did was say that Jane is a competent news person. She's not a bathing beauty, but she's good. You know, right? Mm-hmm. And she sent me this great bird of paradise. And it had some bird droppings in the bottom, too. I think Sally might have put those in there. But no, Sally was very nice. I was really shocked.
I've never met her.
Well, she was great, and then she got in the Channel 7 mobile. She said, we have to go out and spy, or something like that. And they were going to go on one of their, what do they call those things, one of their stings with the cops, you know?
Oh.
Where they find out revolutionary things like there are hookers on Biscayne Boulevard and stuff like that, things that people never heard of before. And they're on the scene with, what's the guy's name that's been dead 20 years that I keep
Ralph Page.
Ralph Page, man. He's on top of the job. Ralph is going to do one of those stories, I think, in a casket one of these days, okay? Like the Ayatollah hanging out of the Channel 7 helicopter, looking down. Oh, yeah, this is Ralph up here. I see you guys. It's illegal. But anyway, they're really doing it over there at Channel 7. We want to congratulate them. And what else? Did I miss anything here this morning?
Well, we had this thing.
I had a lot to say, boy, about Steve's performance yesterday. No wonder Steve used to be an actor, man.
Incredible.
He really should have won an Academy Award for that yesterday. It was incredible.
Yes.
What is this?
Well, Lester.
Oh, and I got something else to tell you that's really this'll turn the show on its ear, okay?
Boy, what a day.
Bill Calder hates you with a passion.
Because
he was listening yesterday. Well, I read this. It says, I was driving to Orlando this morning and heard the brutal attack on the Bird by Bill Calder and Lester.
Mm-hmm.
When Calder faded out, I punched up Cool 105. Magic's not in the same ballpark.
Now, Calder has called
yesterday, I heard Mr. Ego for about 20 minutes talking about his great numbers, and I hope Pank is right and kicks his ass and this, and Fat Rich said the Bird's a liar.
Mm-hmm.
Nice memo. Good job.
Yeah.
On the fax machine.
Now, Calder has called the show many times. I've talked to him.
Thinks you're a jerk and a moron. And wishes that your egg would crack in half with you inside it.
Now, what did I do?
Because yesterday, I made a comment about Steve from Hollywood called and how he's a chronic regular on Calder's show, and you chimed right in. Oh, and Lester called this morning, too.
That's all I said.
Like you were reporting or something, like
Lester
like
called.
a childish tattletale, like a juvenile
I just mentioned
provocateur.
I don't listen to Calder that much. When every time I tune it on, Lester's on.
Well, that's a regular part of the show.
Well,
Lester picks a horse every day.
I know. Well, is that a rip?
Well, Calder is very emotional about it. He is so hostile. He hates you like poison.
Well, Lester called.
Then I get a call from Caprita last night, right in the middle of the Cubs game.
Speaking of
everybody and their brother called me last night in the middle of the Cubs game. I'm going to start taking the phone off the hook. I can't stand it. I just should mention, I did want to do an hour on the Cubs game today, but I'm short on time. An incredible, unbelievable victory. 2 outs in the 9th inning after they've blown the game. I mean, they left Sutcliffe in too long as usual. Blown the game. Eric Davis hits his 2-run homer for the Reds. We're behind 2-1. 2 outs, nobody on base. And it looks like you're excited about that. Now, let me do the break for Specs, because it's about one of my favorite movies. And then when we come back, we'll talk about Bill Calder. And those of you on the phone, bug off, okay? I got a lot of things to talk about. And I see you got most of the lines lit up here very nicely.
They've been very busy.
Have they? Yeah, I heard good calls like Crocodile Dummy, and Johnny Dark. Anyway, when you go into Specs in North Miami, you're going to be amazed because you're going to find literally thousands and thousands of videotapes. In fact, if you want to verify that I'm not a liar, you can start counting them now, okay? And Specs is definitely the place to go for music, and now just tons of choices of movies, too. Anything you want. Hit movies, classics, foreign movies, music, videos, exercise tapes. Great movies like Oliver Stone's Talk Radio. Now, I didn't write this copy, because if I were to call Talk Radio a great movie, I would be a liar, okay? It sucks. But anyway, it's another MCA home video release. And Dallas Talk Radio host Barry, and they've crossed out the last name here. They don't even know the last name. Barry Pupik, played by Eric Bogosian, who's very ugly, by the way, discovers one weekend that his skill in pushing people's buttons has won him a chance for national syndication. And it goes on and on. Barry and his fans, the lonely, the angry, and the dangerous, know that talk is not cheap, etc., etc. And if you want to really kill a couple hours of your life, you'll go get this movie at Specs. It is one of the worst, okay? It is so ponderous that you'll keep looking at your watch like every 2 minutes saying, please, when are they going to kill him already? When is it over? But it's a lot of laughs. You'll find the best seat in the house at Specs stores in Coral Gables, South Dade, and the brand new Specs at 12415 Biscayne Boulevard in North Miami. Thousands of movies to rent or buy. That's Specs, with South Florida's largest selection of music, now the place for movies, too. And govern yourselves accordingly. Oh, okay, 1237 at WID. At least we fed you lunch, right? Okay, don't get that at FTL. So anyway, Calder Steve's got open phones again today. Who's he going to be ripping today? Probably Joe Zagacki. He's going to attack the defenseless today. That would be disgusting. Anyway, Calder's very, very upset. You know how emotional he gets?
Worse than me. He's
Well,
so
I don't want to get carried away.
sensitive, and he is. He's worse than me.
But
I
usually
didn't
with
think
you,
that was possible.
it's legitimate because people hate your guts. And there are growing. I've heard all these people tinkling all over you here today. And what they fail to understand is that it's got nothing to do with me, but there's a growing number of people out there that hate you. Now, you shouldn't view that as a negative. That could be a real positive.
I don't.
Look what it's done for me.
Exactly. As long as they're talking about
But, of course, you haven't got anything to worry about. You could get a job on any station in town. I just heard that coming over here.
I don't set these people up.
Any offers? So Caprita calls me last night in the middle of the Cubs game, long distance. He's wandering around somewhere in Northern California or somewhere. By the way, the company that owns that station in Seattle is not Gannett, it's Gannett that publishes USA Today out of Rochester. So another lie that you told on the air, another nasty rumor. Caprita, he hates you too, by the way.
I don't think I said
with
that on the air.
He does.
I don't think I said that on the air.
He told me that at Love 94, the audience is going to pass out when they hear this. Love 94, you could not go on the air until you set up your little Phoebe Cates display every morning, and you had Phoebe's picture, and there was like candles, or I don't know what it was all about. And then at the end of the show, you would take it down and put it in your briefcase. You used to go through this ritual every day on the air. Now, that can't be true, can it?
Even
because we have this expert psychologist that we just were talking to this morning. He would be delighted to come in here, I'm sure, and analyze you.
Well, you talk about looking for trouble. Now, even if it were true, what does that have to do with my performance on the air? What difference does it make?
That had nothing to do with the performance on the air. Just one of the reasons he hates you. What does that say?
Yeah, there's always FTL.
Yeah. Hey, take care, guys. Thank you very much. And govern yourselves,
It's very exaggerated. I had some pictures, and there was no shrine, there was no display, and there was no routine or anything like that. I had some pictures. You talk about these people looking for trouble.
You had some pictures, and what did you used to do with them?
Nothing.
Well, I mean, where were they?
Well,
I don't want you to feel like you're on the witness stand.
In the
I just came from court.
room that I worked in the newsroom, there were some pictures.
And where were they?
Well, they would wherever, it wasn't nothing. I can't believe he's saying this years later. This is the best he can come up with?
This sounds like somebody I used to work with the David Cassidy pictures.
No.
I don't want to mention anybody's name.
Now, this is the best, this is the biggest atrocity that I have committed against society. It's the best they can do?
No, I'm sure we can come up with some other ones. I'm just passing information along.
Just amazes me.
And anyway, this job that he allegedly had, Caprita, up in Seattle, they put him up in a hotel room or something. See, when he went out there, he called me and he said, it looks pretty good. I think I've got the, he had a job, but like it was kind of nebulous, and it sounded kind of funny to me, Mm-hmm. And he had been driving 400 miles away from Seattle because the general manager had been telling him to wait and this and that. And then, I don't know, he kind of like fell through. And then Nick yesterday, remember you gave me that message for Caprita to call the guy who's the general manager? So he called him last night, and that's the last I heard from him. So I don't know what's happening with Captain Dave, but that's a little spy report for the audience. Well, maybe, and for you.
Maybe he should be concerned about his own
because he and Bill Calder both are disgusted with you. Like, Lester called him, too. What does that mean? I mean, I just heard Johnny Dark and Crocodile Dummy within a couple of minutes of each other. That was pretty embarrassing.
I just said that. That's all I said. I mean, I told Lester it wasn't even a rip.
I heard that bit about when I go on vacation. And I told them, I said, you are perfectly capable of doing the week. Why do they have to screw around? Of course, that was until I started hearing all these other things. But, boy, this sandwich is great today from... Wings Plus.
It came up somehow. My blood pressure got up, and
what
about that?
What, somebody agitated you into this? Some provocateur in the audience who wanted to start a
and I said,
tirade of butt kissing?
Don't get me not butt kissing, but it's a fact.
Yes, it was. I heard it. It was disgusting.
I didn't tell anything that's not true.
Albert, you can be on any station you want, and you can hold your own with anybody. And
it was, And basically, Nick is right about that. I got to be honest. Nick isn't right about too much, but he is absolutely right about that the callers, like when Steve comes on, and he rips into Hank, and he rips into Reagan, and all the people call up agree with Steve. Then Hank comes on at 6:05, rips into Steve, and all the people call up and agree with Hank, okay? People are just butt kissers. They just want to ingratiate themselves with whoever is on here, even if it's a monkey. They don't care.
I know.
Look at next door. Speaking of monkeys.
Thank God you missed the Chronics.
What? They were on today?
No. Couple.
Were they on?
Couple
Nick,
scattered
you can be honest
in.
with me.
Couple scattered in.
He's writing a message on the board. Ed, oh, jeez. And I'm eating lunch now, too. And I heard Johnny Dark with that syrupy, butt-kissing call. I mean, Johnny Dark's the same guy that got Super Dave fired. Now, I'm telling you, he's going to work. Oh, the Dork lady was on?
I asked her to call because I haven't heard from her in months. She hasn't been on in months.
No, that's true. You're right. She's
I asked her to call.
I don't mind her calling. I've never been upset with her.
Yeah.
It's that Robin that,
she
remember
didn't
her?
call.
She's been gone for a long time.
And we discussed, and we had a big discussion.
Lester Greenshirt called?
Didn't I say that 3 times?
On this show?
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you meant on Calder. I didn't know he called here.
No, he called me.
What did he say?
Well, he confronted me with what you've been talking about me ripping him.
What do you mean he confronted ripping him?
Yes.
Did you rip him? All you did was say he called in. You didn't rip him.
That's what I said.
Oh, Lester, bag it, will ya?
And I said, Lester, I don't remember ripping you.
Go change your shirt, Lester, and pick some winners and get out of our lives, okay, Lester?
I even gave him a horse.
And go brush your teeth, too.
I gave him a horse.
Hey, I got news for you. We got 1 cart. This is the honest-to-goodness truth for Lester, okay? Where the hell is this? Here it is. No, I'm serious. We got 1 cart for him.
Do you mind if I sit back a little bit? Your breath is very bad.
Chicken-livered, yellow-bellied,
anything about
scum-sucking douchebag.
I didn't say anything about him. I didn't say anything about the show.
Yes. Oh, is that my check? Well, how nice, Cheryl. I forgot all about it. You could have left town with it, and I never would have known the difference. Thank you. That's so nice, but please govern yourself accordingly. What? Well, please, finish up. Oh, is he here? Well, isn't that wonderful? Tell him I'll see him at 1 o'clock. I'm serious. Tell him don't go anywhere because I'm going to see him at 1 o'clock. In fact, you may sit in there for a few minutes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, this is kind of fun today. How do you like it so far, caller?
Fantastic.
Okay, hold on. Let's try the Boca line. What do you think? Yeah, right. It's the same. No matter what we did in Boca, it would be the same response every day. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You could have just had a coronary here on the air, and it would be the same silence. Broward.
Hello.
You're not indifferent, are you?
Heck no. Can I speak to Glenn a minute?
No. The hell do you think this is? The Glenn Hill Show? We're going to go back now. You can go ahead, sir. Just a joke.
I appreciate it. No, I was listening.
You sound okay. Plus, I want to get this call out of the way fast.
Yeah, you can get rid of me fast, Neil. No,
Okay.
there's nothing controversial here. I just wanted to tell Glenn that I've listened to both you and I've listened to Glenn when he substituted for you.
He's fine, right?
He does a completely different show.
Incompetent, but he's fine.
And I think that he holds audiences as well as you do in a different way.
Yeah.
And I think
See, I intimidate them.
you definitely intimidate him.
He's refreshing. I heard that the other day. Yeah.
You definitely
He refreshes them, and I intimidate them.
You came back off vacation, you tore him apart.
That's right. Well, it's for fun, you know. It's just a radio show.
But in all seriousness...
Although he was out of control. You got to admit that. He was getting a little bit watermelon-headed. You admit that, don't you?
Well, I won't admit that. I admit he was getting on his own feet and wasn't afraid to say things.
Uh-huh.
And I think the program director over there should understand that there are different personalities.
Well, sir, let me say this to you with all due respect. The program director here couldn't understand anything of his life. He is so dumb that if you look up the word ignoramus in the dictionary, his picture, a big picture, it's like a full page in the dictionary with Gary Bruce, okay?
That'll work.
I mean, he's so dumb, it's frightening. Even he, when he gets up in the morning, looks in the mirror and he just goes nuts.
Well,
He's got that Mortimer Snerd complex.
Enjoy the show when you're both on it, and if there's anything we can do to help to Glenn with a letter or anything...
No, we don't need that. Believe me.
Serious. Now, the man deserves...
He's not in any jeopardy, okay? Everything is just fine. If he just minds his P's and Q's and shuts up, he's just fine.
Yeah, but that's not a radio host.
What? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just exaggerating. Oh, jeez, give me a break, huh? Have a great weekend.
Hey, Glenn, give him hell, Glenn.
Attaboy.
Okay.
See ya.
All
Don't
right.
listen to him. Just shut yourself
Okay.
up. Okay, 12. No, they hate you, man. You have no idea.
I know. That's what I've been talking
In fact,
about.
when we were in court this morning, Disney had a picture of you, and he kept sticking these little dolls in, kind of like the one that Zagaki's got of Steve, that he keeps sticking those little pins into. Please have some wings there, Steve. Aren't they great? I'm having a little sandwich here, which just hits the nail on the head for me today after a very interesting and successful morning.
Good.
Anyway, it's 12:47 at WIOD. What am I going to a call for? See how compulsive this is? I just took that one, and you get in the rhythm of that. Does that happen to you? When you're like in the middle of a whole thing and you take one, and then all of a sudden you get that like by rote, you start punching buttons.
That's right.
I'm not ready to talk to these people yet.
Well, calm down.
I got lots of stuff to talk about here. It's a hell of a lot more important. Like that call. Did he have anything important to say? Now, come on, be honest. Even though he kissed your butt on both cheeks, did he have anything important to say?
We would have been okay without it.
Yeah, we could have lived with... I mean, you're a nice... Don't take it personally, because now he's upset. I'm sure the guy's upset. we could have lived without it, okay, pal? I mean, you're a great guy, but life would have gone on, right? But he just wanted to give you a little vote of confidence and kiss your butt. Because he was on hold from before.
Yeah.
From before I came back to save the show. Anyway, 12 minutes before. Now, Sally's a nice person. She really is.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, because I've never met her.
I think I got to confess one thing, and I was thinking about this. Sometimes we come on the air and we really rip into somebody because it's fun. We all like to do that. And you don't know them. You know what I mean? You've never met them. And then you meet them, and they turn out to be really nice, and then you feel bad about it.
Yeah.
And when she said, I don't like it, and she didn't do it in a nasty way, she was kind of like laughing, but like, in other words, she's a little sensitive about it.
Yeah.
And I said, well, maybe you need some time off to recharge your batteries. And she ran into the Channel 7 building screaming and yelling something. I don't know what it was. Now, she's nice.
Well, good.
That doesn't mean I'm not going to pick on her, because Sally does give me fits. How can you pass on that? It's such a natural, you know? But I think she just understands the spirit. Like the woman from the Sun Sentinel I spoke to the other night that was here the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was having a animated, not an argument, but an animated discussion with her on the phone. She's writing this alleged story in Sunshine. And I said to her, don't you understand this is a shtick? She says, but you are rude and you do chop people up. She says, you chopped into me when I was sitting in there. I said, you didn't take that seriously, did you? And she said, well... Mm-hmm. And I said, now, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Because we were laughing, you know.
I know.
And I said to her, you just got to listen like 200-300 times before you begin to understand it, okay? 12:49, right? Boy, look at Steve. He's in a much better frame of mind today. Got most of it out of his system yesterday. I heard a good deal of it, and like I said, much of it was true. There was some that was BS, but you have to read between the lines. But it was good theater, as they say.
Yes, it was.
It was outstanding. And I didn't hear any of sports talk last night. I forgot to turn it on. Would they respond? No? They didn't respond at all? They were gentlemen. Well, who was on? Sonny's on vacation. Joe. Well, Joe's always a gentleman. I don't know why you pick on him. I said before, it's like picking on the defenseless. He can't handle that. He gets a little upset, but he's a good guy. He really is. Boring, but a good guy. And I'll say one thing for Joe, as much as you pick on him, he doesn't shill for certain people and franchises the way some other people do I can think of, okay? Well, I don't want to get into Hank and Rick. I mean, you know, I don't want to start talking about them on the air, because Hank's my best friend. No, I guess not. Well, you know, it's that 45-cent ticket that he was going to pay $2.40 to show, or the